Welcome to the Zen Guide channel. In today's video, we continue with the second part of the Dr. Joe Dispenza series that we started last week. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the rest of the series. This channel, created with the intention of making us feel good and helping us grow, will thrive with your support, and we'll have much more content together. Your support means a lot to me. So, without further ado, let's move on to our video after this short, sincere chat. Let's see what Dr. Joe has to say to us this week.
Hi everyone. How's going? Let's get started to chapter 2.
Many people expect a crisis, trauma, illness, or a diagnosis. They expect a tragic event that will make them feel drastically different in their lives. A moment when they won't feel like themselves anymore. They don't care about responding to emails or messages. They don't care about going out for dinner and seeing the same people. Suddenly, they start to detach from their known lives and observe who they are. When you no longer feel like yourself and start seeing yourself through someone else's eyes, that's the initial stage of this change. Now, my message is this: why wait for this? Why wait for the lowest point where you start seeing yourself to begin the process of change? Why not fall in love with a future that is not defined? As most people don't create a future because they believe in their pasts more than their futures. Most people surrender to probability because they are in love with their past or attached to their past more than their future. Why not fall in love with a different future? Most people love to tell the story of their past. I want them to tell a new story about their futures. So, this process of change and transformation shifts from one mental and physical state to another, and for you and me to do this, we need to cross this river between the old self and the new self. The most challenging part of making a change in your life is not repeating the choice you made the day before. Now, I want to warn you, when you decide to do something differently, be ready. Because you will feel uncomfortable, you will suddenly start feeling like a stranger, and there will be uncertainties in your life. You won't be able to predict the next moment, because the moment you say, "I'm changing this," and you start the process of change, you step into that river. If you are in a familiar past or missing a predictable future, when you decide to make a different choice and step into that river, if your body is conditioned to change something, if your body is conditioned to the same chemistry and neurological input, you can know the familiar at the foundation of familiarity. So, when you decide not to complain, not to make excuses, not to feel sorry for yourself, or not to judge someone else, and you step into that river, your body suddenly realizes it is no longer in the known place. You've stepped into the unknown. A conditioned or accustomed body to being a mind wants to return to what it knows. It starts to influence the mind suddenly. That's when you start hearing thoughts like, "Why? You're not starting tomorrow. This is too hard. You'll never change. No one else is changing. It's my ex's fault. It's my mom's fault. There's not enough of this. There's not enough of that. How long will this take?" If you respond to these thoughts as if they were true, this thought will lead to the same choice, which will lead to the same behavior, and this will create the same experience. And you will say to yourself, "This feels right." But I want you to know that it feels familiar. In the process of going from the old self to the new self, there is a biological death on that river. It happens neurologically. You find the circuits, prevent certain thoughts from firing, weaken your connections, and if you continue to not attach to these thoughts, your brain begins to rewire through these connections. Over time, this continuing process turns that hardware into a software program and results in a new voice in your head. That voice telling you that you can do anything, that everything is possible, is the circuit you created. In other words, when you say, "I'm changing this," and start the process of change, you step into that river. If you say, "This is the difficult part now. If I had an incredibly successful day today, how would I feel? How would I feel if I lived the day in the best possible way? What does it feel like to be amazing? What does abundance feel like? What does health feel like?" And I'm going to teach myself how the future feels emotionally to my body even before it happens. You mean you're not waiting for a fortune to feel abundance? You're not waiting to be successful to feel empowered. You're not waiting for a new relationship to feel love. You're not waiting for healing to feel gratitude and integrity. You're not waiting for a simultaneous or mystical moment to feel awe and curiosity. The old model of cause and effect is this polarity. This duality is where we live our lives in lack and deficiency, and we expect something around us to eliminate our void or deficiency. So, most people spend their entire lives waiting for their lives to change, believing that there is no effect in it. We teach the opposite. When you feel this and truly give yourself to it, your body begins to believe that it lives in the reality of that future at the present moment. The biological change model we're talking about, forgetting and relearning, breaking the habit of the old self and reinventing the new self, pruning synaptic connections and budding new connections, learning how to delete and reprogram, reconnecting, resetting the mind, and conditioning the body to a new mind and a new emotion is the process of change. I try not to overwhelm you too much, so I keep the videos short, so this will be our video for this week. Thank you for watching.
Congratulations on valuing yourself and taking time for yourself. We all know that change doesn't happen in a day or in one video. It's a process. I really want to progress with you, be there with you, and have you by my side during this process. Thank you for supporting me. Please subscribe to my channel to let me know you're with me so that we can create a beautiful journey together. Take good care of yourself and always be aware of your own value. With love.